There's currently a plague ruining our society. COVID. What? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. I'm specifically talking about Halloween trick-or-treaters.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Okay, so it may be a bit hasty to call it a plague on our society, but more specifically, I'm talking about when kids or adults, hey man, I don't judge, take more than one piece of candy when there's clearly a sign near the bowl that says, please take one. And look, when I was a kid, I was a child too, so I get it. But now that I'm a mature, responsible adult, it's time we put an end to the cycle of Halloween trick-or-treating thieves. And that's what I'm here to accomplish today. And how am I gonna do that, you ask? Phenomenal question. One word. Public humiliation. That's 2 words. Public humiliation. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk game plan, shall we? Okay, so I don't really need the whiteboard, I just needed something to transition back into my chair because I was getting tired of standing. But the first step in public humiliation is to somehow be able to detect when someone takes more than one piece of candy. And once we figure that out, we need to use code to take pictures of the person in the middle of the act like we're the paparazzi. And the last step for public humiliation is to take said picture and post it on the social media platform with the strongest cancel culture. Drumroll please. That's right, Twitter. The last 2 steps of the plan were a piece of cake. To take pictures of people, all we need to do is to have a video stream running, and once our condition is met, we just take that frame and save it as an image. And luckily for me, I found some code online that did exactly this, and I pulled the ultimate programmer move. Hippity hoppity, your code is now my property. And boom, that works. That's pretty cool. Then I made a developer Twitter account, slapped some keys into my project, and boom. That's pretty much it. To make a tweet, all you have to do now is make a post request to the Twitter API and it does it for you. But to make it even simpler, someone made a Python library, so all you have to do is call the wrapper function and it does all of the heavy lifting for you. Now that's pretty cool. If only the rest of this project went that smoothly. You see, the last thing we have left to implement is the very first step in our public humiliation game plan. I'm going to be calling that piece of the project the Candy Object Detection Emitter System, also known as the CODI system. There's actually a lot of ways to implement the CODI system. And being the software simp that I am, the first idea that came to my head was to reuse a digital kitchen scale that I already had in my house. So what I'd be doing is pointing a camera at the display, optical character machine learning algorithm to turn that text send that to a web, and the condition is met to the web server. And as I was explaining this cool application of advanced modern technology to my friends, they hit me with hey man, why don't you just build a digital scale, plug it directly into your Raspberry Pi, and do it that way instead. And then all I gotta say is my mind was blown. That thought did not even cross my mind, not once. So that's what I set out to do. I ordered these parts on Amazon, and all I know is that you're supposed to plug this thing and connect it to that thing, and then that thing connects to my Raspberry Pi, and it's supposed to work. Something about whetstone bridges, circuit diagrams, measuring the differences in electrical resistance. I don't know. Apparently I learned this in physics, but come on. You really expect me to pay attention in a class that I paid for? Yeah, right. Okay. With the parts that I ordered from Amazon and my dad's old soldering kit that I found in the garage, I now have all the tools that I need. So I should be golden. But somehow I couldn't shake the feeling that something was going to go wrong. I ended up procrastinating on doing this because I was scared. And I decided, you know what? If I mess up, I mess up. And what do you know?
Round 1.
I messed up. This was my first attempt at soldering and it went pretty bad. And I say that because what I was able to solder looks like this. And I'm fairly certain it's not supposed to look like that. And for the other side, because apparently I was using a fat soldering tip and I didn't even know there was different types of soldering tips. And so because of that, I'm gonna blame this mistake on the tool itself and 100% not the beginner user. But to add insult to injury, I set my soldering iron down, took a break, came back, and as I was trying to re-grab the soldering iron again, my brain told me to, hey, don't look at the soldering iron, just grab it again. And that's exactly what I did. And that's the moment I decided that, hey, I am officially done for the day. I have checked out. I am clocked out here. With that massive L that I just took, I now have two paths that lay before me. First one being to reorder the same parts, get a replacement soldering iron tip, and to prove that I'm not a quitter and do it myself again. Second option being utilizing the biggest brain strat from DIY called DDIY, which stands for don't do it yourself and pay someone to do it for you. And ironically, it's cheaper than actually going through the process yourself. But what my current plan is to do the same thing, but be better. Basically, just be better. That's the solution to everything. And so here's how that went. I may have forgotten to record me making this, but after a couple hours of coding, here it is, somewhat working. I'll take what I can get. So now that the project is done, all that's left to do is set it up in our front porch and let's go publicly humiliate some kids. Okay, so apparently it's illegal to take pictures of unconsenting children for some reason. And I guess this project is one of those things where you think, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And it's never, should I do it? And because I don't want my minutes of work, I'm not even gonna say hard work, I don't want my minutes of work to go to waste. Here's what I imagine what would happen in a real life environment. Enjoy. Hey, I think this house is the move. Stop. So, no candy? Oh. Oh wow. All of a sudden, I'm illiterate. Gotcha, bitch. Huh. Well, I guess I'm never doing that again. Hey, now it's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. Consider subscribing and liking my video. No pressure. I think that's what you're supposed to say at the end of videos. But anyways, my name is JJontheBlock. Stay flaming hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I hope.
Dude, I'm trying to rap. Bring the beat back. That's a glow up. What more can I say? She a bad bleep. I ain't talking Addison Rae.